Interesting question. I wrote that song when I was 19, a long, long time ago, and I had been reading the poetry of John Donne, believe it or not. He lived from the late 1500s to the early 1600s. A particular poem by John Donne, and I'm going off the track a little bit for a moment. It's about the sun, and he's lying in bed and with the love of his life, you know, and just in that beautiful moment of half sleep, and the sun comes through the curtains, and he says, the poem starts, busy old fool, unruly sun, why dost thou thus, you know? And then he says, what, go tell the king that the huntsman, the king will ride, and in other words, buzz off, leave me alone, I'm enjoying this moment. And I woke up one morning, the sun was coming through the window, and it was just this beautiful, amazing feeling, and I sort of, these words formed in my mind, welcome the sun. It was a kind of an antithesis to that poem, you know. And that's it, but the melody came to me, the chord structure, the whole thing in just a moment, and that one single line, welcome the sun.
To me it sounds like a beautiful, romantic, sort of emotional song. Does it feel like that to you, or not?
It's a little bit difficult when you write a song to sort of understand how it affects people. But yes, there's a lot of emotion in that song for me. It's an unusual song because the melody is essentially sort of bluesy. The chordal structure, harmonic structure, is what you'd expect in a jazz song, and the drums are playing technically a reggae rhythm, so it's a really weird mix. So years and years later, here I am. I haven't finished the words to the song. 30 years, and I can't get the words to the song. All I've got's one line: "Welcome the sun."
Okay.
And one morning I woke up and my wife was, we were going out somewhere, and she was sort of lying on the bed looking something up, and her hair was falling down on her face. I just had one of those moments. I know it sounds cheesy and corny and all that sort of thing, but I had one of those moments of just gratitude, you know, for the things that I have in life, you know, someone to love, beautiful weather, a beautiful place to live, and the words of all, 4 or 5 verses with them alternating choruses came to me in about 10 minutes.
Well, it's a catchy song. Let's have a listen to it.
Thank you.
Folks, welcome the sun. And it's...
Welcome the sun through the early morning haze. Summer meets a smile, children play. Welcome the spring and the peace that it brings. Welcome the days, the simple things. Welcome good news when all you got's the blues. Under a sky of summer hues. Welcome the smile of love's sweet face. Welcome the joy of her warm embrace. Welcome your woman when she lies upon your bed. Welcome her words and the things unsaid. Welcome good times and the cheer of good friends. Time could wound, time can mend. Welcome the sea and the smell of salt air. Welcome the strength of the wind in your hair. Welcome a child and the beauty of grace. Welcome your baby's innocent face. Welcome the breeze as it always seems to stay in close set words demanding life to awake. Welcome the moon and the stars in their place. Welcome the desert's empty space. sun through the early morning haze. Summer beaches smile and children play. Welcome the smile on love's sweet face. Welcome the joy of a warm embrace. Early morning haze. Summer beaches smile and children play. Welcome the smile on love's sweet face. Welcome the joy of a warm embrace.
Bit of the orchestral thing at the end, like that too.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you noticed that.
Yeah.
We don't always feel that people notice things in songs, and we go to a lot of effort to put all those sorts of things in.
The album you've got out at the moment, which is entitled Locusts, and it's been out for a while, Wild Honey. Oh, Locust and Wild Honey.
Locust and Wild
That's
Honey.
reading it without my glasses
Yeah.
on. Sorry. All instrumental.
Yeah, I wanted to do an album that was that exhibited pieces of music that influenced my guitar playing. Because, you know, I started as a pianist. I'm probably mainly a pianist. And it starts with a classical piece, it goes through Latin jazz, it goes through blues, and there's a sort of retro house sort of piece at the end. Yeah, instrumental all the way.
Simon, some covers of the Beatles' Here Comes the Sun and Stevie Wonder's Cause We've Ended as Lovers. It's a variety of songs, isn't it, all the way through?
Yeah, it's a journey. It's a journey, and
is that how you picture it, as a journey?
Absolutely. In fact, it was recorded on a journey all through Europe, in hotel rooms and various places, and it's a journey for me. The album cover, my wife did the art for that. It's sort of symbolic. Locusts are seemingly out of control creatures, and honey is sweet, and I sort of see life like that. It's wild, but it's sweet. It's those two things.
The feeling does come out through the album. Track 1, which I really like, by Johann Sebastian Bach, Cello Suite Number 1. Tell me a bit about that.
Well, I think it was originally adapted to the guitar by Andre Segovia, if I'm not wrong. And I've sort of put it into a contemporary format with the instrumentation, the accompaniment with a snare drum and organ. And I studied classical guitar when I was young, and I developed I think it's an underrated artistic form, and it's just it's very organic. I love playing classical guitar.
Well, it really shows. We're playing it in the background there. Let's take about 30 seconds
Sure.
just to get people to listen to it. tracks. The whole album, Locusts and Wild Honey, is an instrumental album, and it can be played in the background in a coffee shop or just in the background at home while you're doing a bit of housework or just relaxing. But you tell me that your favourite track is Cause We've Ended as Lovers, and that's a song written by Stevie Wonder, and I had not heard that before.
Yeah, well, it was performed as a vocal piece in, I think, the late 60s. It's one of his very obscure pieces. But Jeff Beck did an album in 1972 called Blow by Blow. It had orchestral arrangements in it. The Beatles producer took him on and produced the album for him.
George Martin.
Yeah, and
the late and great. We've only recently lost him as well.
Right, and he did a guitar version, an instrumental version of the song. Yeah, and it's a cover of that. Yeah.
I'm going to wish you all the best with the album. We're going to go out with the track 8 off the album that you like, and that's the Stevie Wonder one.
Thank you.
And call in throughout the time and say hello to us.
Thank